My background is actually in film and television. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so I studied film and television. I pursued that career for almost a decade in LA.
As a producer?
Mostly behind the scenes as a producer, and also I was leading acquisitions for a film distribution studio. So I was acquiring a lot of content, global content, to include in their catalog of,
It's a dream job.
Yeah, it was quite nice. It was fun. India makes the maximum number of movies every year, in the number of movies released and tickets sold. So it was always a curiosity of mine, and I wanted to pursue that. So I did. So I like to think of myself as a storyteller at heart. Earlier, I would tell the stories of people and cultures and just lives in general. And now I tell the stories of language, of technology.
I love this. I love
so
this.
I still continue to be, I believe, a storyteller. It's just that the nature of my stories have changed, but
it's so
not
funny
much.
that I thought about today when I was watching the keynotes, and I was thinking about how a good presentation is when you have a narrative and you have a story to tell, and you have a beginning and end, and you entertain the person until the end. This is what you've been doing with your career as well.
Yeah.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, and then for the past, I would say 10 plus years, I've been in product management, and I've sort of very intentionally crafted my career to be in product. More so because when I, took a pivot from film, I was working for an LSP. Mostly I was on the client side. So it was a very interesting story, at least interesting to me, because on the film business, I was, anytime we were licensing or syndicating any content, I was looking at translating it, localizing it, subtitles, dubbing, that kind of stuff. And having grown up in a different country with very poorly dubbed content, that was something that was very personal to me. So I got involved in that aspect of the movie business too. And so it was very important for me to tell the stories and, in the tone and the voice that they were originally meant to be. And since then, when I pivoted to technology, and I was very curious about where in the workflow, where in the supply chain, where exactly would I sit that would drive the most impact for the customer, that would create the most value for the customer. And so I started with, learning the business, or just sort of going into the trenches, working for an LSP, because that was very gratifying and, sort of an interesting experience for me. And then, it was marketing and so on and so forth. But eventually I realized that it was in R&D, as close to the product as I can be, because that's where I have the opportunity to drive that impact. And